Greetings. I had the urge to make a video today. I had a request, I don't know, a week or so ago from someone that we follow each other's work online, and we were talking about wrapping cord, and it's one of the things I love doing, a really great little accent thing for my jewelry, and so I thought I'd do a little quick demo on how to do that. One of the things before I start doing the demo, I was for the demo I'm going to use strong cord. I figure if you're going to learn how to do something, use the easiest and strongest materials you can. So this is a nylon cord that I get from Marion's Fiber, I think is Marion's, anyway, it's Fiber. It's a California-based company. She's got a great selection of fibers. And then I've got this piece of fat leather that I think will be easy to wrap things around, and my little bit of beeswax. And I use my little pliers here and my super sharp little scissors for, what are these? The Omnigrid. These are great, wonderful little scissors. But I have, here's my thing, I have lots of fibers. I'm just fiber obsessed. I have all kinds of linen. Another one of my favorite things to use is Euroflax linen cord. This is actually for weaving, but I use it for making cord, doing all sorts of things. So I have all kinds of threads and cords. Oh, silk. That's silk things. This used to be Gudbrod. It was a German silk that is what I used to use. I used in my jewelry for years, but the thing about putting jewelry on silk is that silk is a natural fiber and it braids and tends to wear down. Although it's a great fiber for making cords or doing something heavier, or using for accents on, on other little things, doing the little wraps like what I'm getting ready to do. But for now, and for my purposes for the demonstration, I was thinking the beige will be easy to see against the leather, and so we're going to stop there, and then we're going to do a close-up of the demo. So I'll be back in a minute. Thanks. Okay, so we're going to see, there's some guys doing work across the street with metal, and so we're going to see how much noise they make, and hopefully not too much. But anyway, here we go. We're starting off with about a little bit more than 3 feet of nylon cord, or nylon thread that's like a heavy nylon thread. And always use more thread or more cord than you're going to need. There's nothing worse than getting, and this is with anything when you're using thread and cord, there's nothing worse than getting to the end of where you want to be and you run out of cord and having to take everything apart. It's just colossally annoying. So first thing I want to do is wax my cord. I do this with the nylon. You can buy pre-waxed linen cord that works great. I like waxing my own because I have these wonderful, I've got this big piece of beeswax that belonged to my grandfather. This is probably 100 years old, and so this is another little piece of it, and so that's why I like waxing my own cords, because I have this wonderful piece of beeswax that connects me to my grandfather. So I run it through the wax a couple of times, and the thing with what the beeswax does is it makes it so that the cord kind of sticks to itself, and when you're doing the wrap and you want the ends to be all nice and secure, it's nice to have a little extra something to grab hold of. So I'm going to have an end here, then bring it around and have a loop at this end, and kind of get everything sort of squared away, and then figure out how long you want it, and then start wrapping. And depending on what you're doing, you don't have to make this first wrap really tight, but one of the things you want it you don't want to cinch things down like really, really tight, because that makes it hard. The final pull through makes it really hard. And so I'm going to pull, there's a little end loop there that I'm going to kind of pull up so there's not so much of that showing. And now I'm going to go back. So I've gone one way, now I'm going back. And the key is to have everything just lined up very nicely. And be careful about your wrap. Take it slow. See there, I kind of doubled up that one, so come back. The final one is the one that really needs to be the most precise. So we'll go back. And then now I'm back down to my beginning, and I go back over kind of where I started. And now I'm going to be more precise about what I'm doing, because I want this one to be like a nice sort of satiny finish. And Zoe Kitty is doing her caterwauling thing, so that'll be a nice background. But the metal guys at least are not making any noise. Okay, so now I've got that. Okay, so then I get to the end. And I go around here at the bottom and then see, I've used up all that thread. And then here's this loop that we've got here, and I'm going to thread that through the loop. And here's my end that I had. I'm going to pull that. I'm going to give this another tug. Make sure I've got that final end secured. We got planes flying over. Goodness gracious, it's just a world of noise. Okay, so now I've got, that's pulled, that's secure. Now I'm going to pull that loop through, and you can feel it when it starts to slide through. Oh, there's Zoe Kitty. Hi, miss. So it's pulling through, and now I've got those, and now I'm going to pull opposite. I'm going to secure them and just make sure everything's all nice and tight, and give that a yank, and then pull them back so that that's basically, it's in the middle and it's kind of cinching things down. And that's it. And now I'm going to trim my ends, and I need to go back with the sometimes I use my flush cutters so I can get down real close there to trim off that end. And sometimes I like to leave an end, because I like things sort of, you know me, I like things kind of not perfect. So, and then just sort of tuck that in and give it a nice squeeze, because that sort of gets the waxed cord all put together. And that's my little wrap. So we'll see how that looks, and hopefully that helps. Maybe I'll do another one. We'll see. Okay, bye.